Good morning everyone, welcome back. Now before I get going with that Airstrike Ryobi nailer, it's going to speed things up, I've got to hoover it down properly. Now the reason why I put this additional planking in, above it the floorboards, in between they're not tongue and groove, they're just gaps. Dust, muck, whatever keeps falling out of there, don't matter how many times you hoover it. Now by putting this additional ceiling in, it's going to really cut down on the amount of mess and stuff that falls down constantly. So that was one of the main factors of putting this up. The other one, if I come to insulate it, the floorboards above will come off. I'll insulate it from above, a much easier task. Any cables that I need running can be hidden behind that. So yeah, that was the reason behind it, not to make extra work for myself. I've got enough of that to be getting on with. Okay, gonna get set up, test that nailer out. Okay, let's put this to work. Pretty good. Got a space on. So I just want to point out one of the safety features on this particular model. The tip there, unless that's compressed against something and the light comes on, you can't fire it accidentally. So when you press it down you see the light and it's activated. Yeah, for storage, battery disconnected, press that button, release the pressure, take the nails out so that you're not taking any chances with it. Always read the safety instructions and be, mindful of what you're doing. Perfect. So unless you've got the correct pressure on it, it won't fire. That's got it. That is so much easier than drilling and all the rest of it. Yeah, it's just getting it lined up. As long as you get your measurements right. It's certainly the right tool for this. Okay, let's press on. Minimises dust, banging, yeah. That's great, we've sussed out the system. Well, that certainly speeded the process up without a doubt. Yep, and it's performing rather well. Now there was another feature, when it gets down to maybe the last 5 nails, I think it stops, so it lets you know that you're coming to the end, but there's no misfiring or anything like that. That was another feature that I noticed on it. Not quite got down to 5 yet. We'll see what happens when I do. The weight of it, yeah, it's not light, but you wouldn't expect it to be really. And it's good that it has got a light on it as well. Yeah, I'm pretty impressed with it. Ooh. Saved me a lot of work. Drink of water, it's rather humid today. I'll need to move on to something else now. I've got to go outside. It's just started to rain. I'll pack some stuff away. I'll do a little bit more on that rotovator. I've bought some more grease for the grease gun. Got a little connection so I can pump some more grease in there, see if we can get it freed. Just got to put these beams away. There are a couple of people who said, oh no, they've got all cracks in them. Well, that's perfectly normal. That's what you get with oak. They're called shakes. It's not structural. Doesn't detract at all from its strength or anything. It's just a natural process of the drying. Yeah, still very warm, but we're getting rain now. I suppose that contributes to the humidity. As nice as it is to have the rain, it's jolly inconvenient. Mustn't complain. We need it. It's nice to have somewhere dry to work outside. Now once I do get more organised, I think I'm going to probably build the shepherd's hut in that area there. A bit more space that side. This will be utilised for storage and that. Okay, it's one of these. Doesn't feel like it's threading in. Is it going to be one of them times where I abandon mission? It might thread in, it might not. Yeah, storm green. No, they don't thread in. Sometimes things don't go to plan, do they? No. How can I have so many of these, not one of them fit? Okay, I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. Maybe not the best idea to work underneath a tin roof now, is it?